Hey guys, this is going to be a more in-depth review of my Tanfoglio Limited Custom. This is a CO2 full metal blowback pistol. So again, everything on this gun is metal except for the orange tip and the gas valve in here. I'm going to put this up here. This is just like an $8 case. Got off like a Myers. It's nice, sturdy, it's strong enough to hold it. When you get this gun, you'll get the gun and one magazine. Alright, this is a single action gun. There's no double action on it. It has a working ambidextrous safety, as you can see. When the gun is live and you have your hammer back and the safety is on, it disengages the trigger. Alright, it won't stop you from pulling the slide back. Nothing. It just disengages the trigger. When you take it off, you can use the trigger. Again, since it's a blowback, feed your BBs are done, empty magazine, slide locks back. Now, there are two ways to disengage the slide. One, you can use the slide lock, push it down, disengage the slide, or you can simply pull back the slide and it'll disengage. It has a nice extended mag release, which I really like. I don't like the safety, personally. First of all, because it'll get you into the bad habit of holding your thumb right here, and that's bad for it. That's why this gun has a reputation for having safeties break, in my opinion. Because it feels very sturdy, unless you like put your thumb down and push on it. The sights, the rear one is adjustable, front one can be taken off. They're pretty good sights, you know. They're acceptable. They work. What else is there? The paint on this gun is really bad. The paint job, it's already wearing on the ejection port. You can see right there. And on the barrel it's wearing. So the paint job is not good on this gun. It has full metal Tanfoglio markings right here. And then on this side it has all the airsoft shit. That'll eventually wear off because it's not a great paint job. So then this gun has this like indent right here. So that fits nice and comfortably on your hand. And then it has a nice checkered pattern. Also, it's metal, and it has checkered pattern. The thing about this gun is you can't get any upgradable parts unless you get them off like a real gun. So if you go and order real Tanfoglio limited custom grips, they will fit the gun, but they're also going to cost about $70. So that's a little bit of a minus. This gun is really, really sturdy when you get it. You need to break it in. It's going to have a really tough slide, and it's really smooth for me now. I mean, I just worked it in, and that's any other airsoft gun or real gun. The reason it's going to feel a little bit tough, about right here, is because that's where the slide hits the hammer, and this is one of the strongest airsoft hammers I've ever come across. It's very, very strong, the spring. I mean, it's really, really strong, and that's really nice. It gives you a high FPS. Actually, no, it doesn't. The hammer doesn't strike the magazine. Never mind, that doesn't happen, but it's nice for realism. Sorry. So let me show you the magazines. I bought a separate magazine off Airsoft, I think it's Airsoft Superstore. Bought a separate magazine. They're pretty expensive. They're $38, but they're really high quality magazines. It's all one piece of metal. Some have like this piece right here is attached. This is all one piece of metal, so that's very nice. I think the one bad thing is the magazine capacity. Each magazine holds 18 rounds, which is not a lot. That's why I got 2. I'm planning on getting a few more. But the reason I got this gun instead of the gold custom is because this doesn't have the compensator, and it actually has the sights on it, which means I can use it in practical uses, airsoft fights and such. When you get the gun, you get your hex key, alright, and you get an extra thing for the magazine, like for the CO2 container. These are nice. They have this piece of metal in here. There's a piece of metal in here, so you don't strip it when you're screwing it, which is really, really nice. And then you have your Leatherman tool for adjusting anything on the gun. The really nice thing about this gun is it takes down like a real gun. So you have these 2 points on the gun. See these 2 points right here, that one and that one. Right, on the real gun, it has that. The real gun has 2 points to show you where to align the slide to disassemble it. So what I do is first I rack the gun, make sure there's no magazine in, and then on this side you have your little bump. You just pop that, alright, pop that out, and then it's a little bit tough, but it comes out. If you see people taking down like the real Tanfoglio Limited Custom, they have a hard time. It's a very sturdily made gun, so it's very tough to get that pin out because it's very sturdy. This gun has one of the smoothest slides. See how it just glides right off and there's almost no wobble? That's because the whole thing is railed. The rail goes through the whole upper receiver, which makes it a very, very sturdy gun because there's no wobble, and it's very, very nice. Let me show you the slide. I read online that they say you have to let me try. Pop this out like so. I haven't taken the magazine, I took it down to adjust the hop up. I didn't really take the gun apart. I've actually been having a hard time because this won't clear the ejection rod. The recoil rod won't clear the opening, but that's not a big deal. I don't mind. The recoil rod is identical, like in style and shape, to off the real gun. Even the system, it has the double spring. That's identical. The real gun has that, and that's what makes it such a smooth firing gun. If you see this piece right here, see how it has that shape? That is so that the outer barrel, can move freely, very nicely. So when your barrel moves around when the slide is back, that's on purpose. That's not because your gun is malfunctioning. And again, internally, it looks exactly like a real Tanfoglio Limited Custom. So then to put it back together, you just slide right back on. It glides on. Alright, this thing is smooth. And again, when you get the gun, I highly suggest oiling the gun. There was like grease in mine. It was like, I guess maybe packaging grease. There you go. And it was not great for the gun, so I oiled it up and then I broke the gun in. What was I going to say? Well, some of the things that attracted me to the gun are the very stylish look of the gun, but also see how it has the mag well. It doesn't really make the gun look huge, but it does help greatly. All right, but I like that it's like low. It doesn't draw a lot of attention, and it's not too bulky. All right, so you can still wrap two hands around really, really comfortably. The other nice thing, my favorite thing about the whole gun is the trigger guard. It's that nice square shape. Alright, I love that. It looks so cool in my opinion. It just looks so cool. And then it also has two sides for attaching any sight mounts. So if you want to put a red dot, holographic, I don't know. Basing off like video games, because I don't know sight names. I don't put sights on my guns. If it's a pistol, it shouldn't have a sight on it. You have your sights right there. I'm not sure how much this gun weighs actually. I haven't weighed it. I probably should. It's actually pretty heavy. With a CO2 cartridge in and full magazine, it's actually a pretty heavy gun. And besides the barrel wobbling around, which you can see, I'll put the slide back. See how the barrel, besides the barrel wobbling around, nothing else wobbles on this gun. You can hear there's nothing, the only thing, the barrel moves slightly. If I hold the barrel still, nothing moves on this gun. It doesn't make noises. The magazine wobbles slightly. It's not going to come out, actually. That's not... The magazine will shake a little bit. We have to put some force into it. Again, this is just a great, great gun. It's accurate down to great detail. The only non-working part on this gun, everything works like from a real gun, except for this piece right here. Let me show you. You see that piece right there? That line? On a real gun, when there's a shell, when there's like a casing inside the gun, that piece will poke out slightly. On an airsoft gun, since you don't have any shells, it does not change. It just stays there, and it looks pretty good, but if you really look at it, you can tell that it's not a different piece of metal. It's one piece of metal. So, that's the only thing about the gun besides the markings that aren't very realistic. I mean, everything else is down to, like, the dot realistic. And again, it's high quality metal. It's not like that cheap hot metal. And this gun, I fired it. I adjusted the hop up and the sights. This gun has a very smooth action, and it has a very fast cycling rate. So the slide moves very, very fast. When the CO2 magazine is low on CO2, The slide cycles as fast as a 1911. It's amazing how fast the slide cycles. You can't see it. It's just very fast. It's not very loud. It's pretty loud, but it's not extremely loud. And it's just a very, very fun gun to shoot. It doesn't kick very hard, and that's the point. These Tanfoglio race guns were meant to be fast-shooting, accurate, low-recoil guns. So they aren't supposed to have a heavy recoil. They're not firing a huge round. I think they were made in 9mm. So they're not firing a huge round that you about boom, boom. They were meant to fire 9mm, I think 45 ACP, but they're meant to fire it very, very smoothly. So most 1911s, they'll fire and it kick up like this. This gun kick up like that, And on this gun, you can just tap off rounds, accurate as hell. I mean, this thing doesn't even, you don't even feel it. It'll just tap up a little bit. And it gives you that nice realistic feeling, but not too realistic because it's airsoft, and you don't want to have your airsoft gun kicking up like that. You're not gonna hit a thing. Yeah, here, if you listen to this sound, this is just a beautiful sound. Since this gun is all metal, if you just listen to that little clank, it's a beautiful sound. It's a very, very comfortable gun to shoot. Hold it in your hands. It's very, very comfortable. It fits nice and good in your hand. You get nice, comfortable shots off, and it's a very accurate gun for the size it is. I was hitting stuff like a single action, like a double action revolver. No, single action revolver. Single action. Pull the hammer back, fire. Pull the hammer back, fire. It's just that accurate, but it's a semi-automatic, so you can just pop, 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 pop. But you can fire fast, like da 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 da. And I mean, your groupings will be really, really great. You see if I have. Alright, this target was destroyed. You can't tell that they're accurate marking because I was just going everywhere. But from about 25 feet away, 30 feet away, I tapped off 1, 2, 3, 4 box shape. That wasn't on accident. You're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, tap off a box shape. You can tell that when I wasn't going crazy and just shooting, most of the holes are right here. Alright, that's probably like 5 magazines. But, I mean, I can do just an accuracy video inside the house. I can't do great accuracy because right now it's snowy and windy outside, so it wouldn't be worth it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I can just do one in the house so you guys can see the grouping. So I'll put that up later. So if you have any questions about the gun, hit me up. I'll answer. Thanks. Bye.